What is going on, guys, and welcome to episode 12 of this Crazy Monsters series. We're going to be taking on the Bombers in this episode. We beat the Bombers back in episode 4, 8-1. So now we're facing them the second time around. Let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule, or the standings, excuse me. The Bombers are 6-6, we're 12-0. So they're middle of the pack, along with the Hornets. One game behind the Wombats. Let's go ahead and look at... Oh, yeah, and if you missed it, our last episode, Kenny Kawaguchi threw yet another perfect game. So let's go ahead and look at the stats. Again, on the season, Kenny has been our main pitcher. And you just see all these batting stats. I could go in through those for a while. He has 54 innings pitched, and with that perfect game, he's down to a 1.01 ERA. Looking at the Bombers... It might be Holly that is going to be their starting pitcher, or Murray. If they go to Veronica, they've already conceded the game. Let's go ahead and go into the game. And welcome back to Parks Department number 2, as the Crazy Monsters take on the Mighty Bombers in this game. Again, the Bombers sitting at 6-6, while the Monsters are sitting at 12-0. Kenny Kawaguchi coming off of a perfect game. First pitch to Nancy Chen, right at Stephanie, can't get a hold of it, and Jocinda throws it to Achman, not in time, but the batter rounds first, heads to second. Jocinda back to Ahmed, and he has the out first. Now Fernando Diaz, a 184 hitter on the season, swings and misses at the first pitch. Again, the Bombers could have had a runner on first, but for whatever reason, on an infield hit, tried to stretch a single into a double. Looks at strike 2 is Diaz. So, again, just as Diaz looks at strike 3, it boggles my mind on how the AI tries to work here. As Kowalski fouls it away, I think that they're thinking that they need to get on the board first and trying to do anything to do so. Kowalski looks at strike 2. He's a 189 hitter on the season. So well under the Mendoza line. As we look at the 0-2 pitch. Puts it in the air. Deep left center. Keisha back on it. Hits on the top of the fence. And Keisha will pick it up, throw it to Jocinda, who will then throw it to Ahmed, and Ahmed will just go ahead and tag him out for out number 3. The Bombers go 3 up, 3 down on the inning. And it is Holly Franklin that is pitching for the Bombers. Amir Khan leading it away for the Monsters. First pitch swinging, pop-up, second baseman under it, and has it for out number 1. So both leadoff hitters go first pitch swinging and get out. Next up is Pete Wheeler, hitting .653 on the season. Looks at ball 1. Again, bottom of the first, 1 out. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it's ball 2. Pete has speed, but he also lately has been putting charges into the baseball. Here's the 2-0. Swung on into the 5.5 hole, right to the left fielder, and Pete's standing on first. First baseman misplays it, but throws it right back to the pitcher. And Ahmed Khan up to bat. .632 hitter, the first baseman for the Monsters. Looking to see what goes on as Khan steps back out of the plate after calling time. Swings and misses at strike 1. Here's the 1-0-1. Dead center field, line drive, past the center fielder. Pete stumbles on the bag at second, but he heads to third easily. And he's going to try to head home. The ball is to the shortstop, gobbled up, but not in time as the throw back to the pitcher. Pete scores all the way from first. And it's 1-0 Monsters. Now up Pablo Sanchez, swinging and missing. He's hitting .729 on the year. Bottom of the first, 1-0. Ahmed standing on second. Here's the 0-1. Low and outside for ball one. Still one out, and here's Holly Franklin's ninth pitch of the inning. Swung and missed for strike two. Sanchez, like I said, a .729 hitter on the year, one of the MVP candidates for the Monsters. Looks at ball two. Franklin with the 2-2. Sanchez pops it up to the right fielder. She's underneath it, but can't make the play, and it's going to go over the fence for a double, scoring Khan. Ahmed, that is. And now Keisha Phillips. High fly ball. Should be playable for the center fielder, but misjudges where it is. Pablo had a hold at second. He heads to third, and now he's going to try head home. Slips on the base. Bases are slippery today, and he's just in there. 3-0. Keisha is standing on second, still with only one out. And now Stephanie Morgan up to bat. She's a .500 hitter. Really has adjusted and looks at ball one. She started the season at the 3-hole and has moved down to the 6 and has adjusted nicely. Lines it right back to the pitcher on that one, however, for out number 2. But all season long, the Monsters have been able to do damage with 2 outs. Can Tony DeVecchio do it here? He swings and misses on strike 1. He's a .444 hitter in the 7-hole. The pitch to the right fielder. Swings and misses for strike 2. 3-0 Monsters already have a cricket number on the scoreboard. Here's the 0-2. Low for ball 1. Still bottom of the first. The 1-2. Laced to the right fielder. Mishandles it, and Keisha had to make sure that it stayed, or that it wasn't caught. So she doesn't advance runners on first and second with 2 outs. And coming up to bat is the big, bad Jocinda Smith, most underrated player of the team here. Puts a line drive left field over the left fielder's head. He got a glove on it, but Keisha's rounding third, heading home. Tony's heading to third as Jocinda's heading to second. Everybody is safe. And if I had speed, I would send them home, but I don't. Again, most underrated player on the team, Jocinda Smith, comes out with a big hit. Now the 9th batter up to bat, Kenny Kawaguchi, a .478 hitter. Looked at ball 1, grounds it right back to the pitcher, and Tony is going to be safe at third. He thought about going home, and the bases are loaded, and for the second time in 2 videos, the Monsters have batted around as Amir fouls this one away. They bat around again. This time only having 4 runs up. Bases are loaded for Amir Khan, the younger Khan brother. Straight up the middle, center fielder can't make the play. Kenny is safe at second. Tony scores 5-0. Now for the Monsters. And they make a quick pull. Wally Evans is the new pitcher. Evans' first pitch. Pete fouls it away. 1 for 1 in the inning with a single. The 0-1 to the third baseman fouls it away, and it's 0-2. Bases still loaded with Monsters. 2 outs, 2 strikes. And again, Pete puts a charge into this one, mishandled by the second baseman, but she flips it to the shortstop to get Amir for out number 3. 5 runs on 9 hits, 3 left on. And now Holly Franklin, the first baseman, swings and misses for strike 1. Started out as the pitcher, and after only recording 2 outs, not able to finish the inning. Here's the 0-1. Swung and missed for strike 2. She is a .312 batter, however, so good at the plate. And we looked earlier, and she was the best pitcher they had. So, made sense at the time, as that was low and inside for ball 1. 1-2 is the count, top of the second. Bombers down by 5. The 1-2 pitch. Slow ball. She gets a bat on it to Kenny, but over to Ahmed. No problems for out number 1. And we have, again, Wally Evans, the pitcher. He started out at first. Fouls it straight back to Amir, but he can't get a hold of it, so it's going to be a foul ball. Evans swings and misses for strike 2. And both of them are good bats. I mean, Holly was .312, Wally is .314. He laces this back up the middle. Keisha mishandles it. Leads the team in errors, does Keisha. But Jocinda to Pete. And to Ahmed to get Evans out at first. Again, had to cheese it a little bit, but there's 2 outs here, top of the second. Veronica Lee laces it out, and Stephanie Morgan with the play. Ahmed Khan up to bat now. He's 1 for 1 in the first. Swings and misses on the strike 1 call. He doubled last inning. And he swings and misses here. 0-2 quickly for Ahmed. The 0-2. Laced to center. Is it gone? It's not. It actually hits off the top of the video board and is heading back towards second. The center fielder makes a grab on it, and Ahmed's standing on third. The weirdest triple I have seen in Parks Department number 2. And now Pablo Sanchez up to bat. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Khan standing on third after that weird play. Looks at ball 1 to Sanchez. Pablo stares down Evans and grounds it to the second baseman, but everybody is playing back on Pablo, so he's going to be safe. Ahmed comes to score, and it's 6-0 Monsters. So playing back in that 7 outfielder position proves detrimental, and the 7 outfielders, Pablo's still second easily. So now Pablo's standing on second, nobody out, 1 strike on Keisha, and it's going to be low for ball 1. So Ahmed, Keisha, and Pablo all have a 7 outfielder defense strategy against them. So if they just chop it to the mound, with their speed, they can make it to first and ground out an infield single. Here's the 2-1. Keisha fouls it away, and it's quickly 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Grounds it. Like I said, right up the middle. Pablo, safe at third. He's going to try head home and changes his mind. But runners on the corner with nobody out for Keisha Phillips with a single. Now Stephanie Morgan, one of the only players not to get a hit in the first inning, laces this one to left field and is caught. And Pablo's going to get doubled up. Keisha, back in time. We almost had another triple play situation. Because even though these kids are 12-0, they still play sloppy at times. Tony now grounds it right to the first baseman, grabs it, and just steps on first. And just like that, the Monsters only tack on 1. 6-0, top of the third. Miko Adachi swings and fouls it away for strike 1. A 200 hitter, so right at the Mendoza line is Adachi. Swings and misses, and there's strike 2. 6-0 the score for the Monsters. Top of the third. The first batter swings and misses for strike 3. And that's the second strikeout for Kenny Kawaguchi. 18 pitches, and here's Molly May. She's a 300 hitter that looks at strike 1. Right fielder for the Bombers. May swings and misses for strike 2. 0-2 for Kenny. 1 out, top of the third. Here's the hook. Swings and misses, and there's strike 3. 3 strikeouts now. Kenny going with the slow ball, and Murray Goldman, he puts a lace into it, drops in front of Keisha. She throws it to Ahmed, and it is in time for out number 3. So Keisha is able to get Murray out at first as he was trying to leg it out. Jocinda Smith pops it up. Should be a can of corn for the third baseman. And it is for out number 1. Bottom 3, and Kenny Kawaguchi is up to bat. 1-for-1 in the first inning. Looks at ball 1. Evans with his 18th pitch of the day. Kenny fouls this away, and it does just go foul. So now it is 1-1 with 1 out, nobody on for the Monsters. Looking to add to their 6-0 lead, Kenny swings and misses for strike 2. 1-2, 1 out, and Kenny fouls it away. Count holds at 1-2. Again, Kenny started off as our leadoff man for the season and ended up moving to the 9-hitter as he swings and misses for strike 3. Nothing against him, but I think that we can have like 2 leadoff hitters if we go that route with Kenny and Amir. Speaking of Amir, here he is. He's 1 for 2 in the first inning. He grounds this right to the pitcher, who gets it to first just in time for out number 3. The Monsters go 3 up, 3 down, and Nancy Chin is up to bat. Top 4 now, and Nancy Chin swings and misses. I don't think I got a chance to talk about her stats in the season beforehand because she put the ball in play. A 179 hitter grounds this right to Ahmed, and he is able to step on first in time. And now, Fernando Diaz. Diaz struck out swinging the first time up, and he fouls the first pitch away. 1 out, top 4. Bombers trail by 6. Swings and misses for strike 2. And they've really been able to hold the Monsters in check after a big first inning. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Diaz goes down on strikes. And Nate Kowalski is up again. Kowalski grounded out the last time. Puts a good hit puts the ball in play. 1 hop to Keisha and gets Kowalski out. So even when he puts solid contact on it, Keisha is able to sling it to Ahmed in time. Another 3 up, 3 down inning for the Bombers. And here's Pete Wheeler. 1 for 2 on the day. He laces this to left field. 1 hops the wall, and Pete is heading to second. The right fielder's nowhere near the ball, and he finally gets it right to third base. So Pete holds with a double. And now Ahmed Khan. He has a triple and a double on the day. Spitball grounder. Pete heads to third. The third baseman picks it up and throws it home. We got runners on the corner with nobody out, and we get a power-up. The aluminum power bat for Pablo Sanchez. He's 2 for 2, looks at strike 1. He has a double and a single on the day. The 0-1 pitch swings and misses, and Ahmed's going to head to second on the no-throw. And they throw to third just to keep Pete there. So, wise move as we get the 0-2 pitch for Sanchez. He looks at ball 1. 1-2 against Wally Evans. The 1-2 pitch. Pablo swings and misses for strike 3. So the first out of the inning goes to Pablo. And now a zigzag pitch. Keisha swings and misses. She's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Another zigzag. Keisha swings late and it's 0-2 on her. The 0-2 pitch. Inside for ball 1. 1-2 the count. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Here's the 1-2. Keisha swings and misses for strike 3. Now Stephanie Morgan up to bat. 2 outs. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Grounds it to third. Pete heads home. And he'll score, but Stephanie's called safe at first. I was going to say for the second inning, the Monsters didn't score, but they scratched one across. Tony DeVecchio now up at the plate. 1 for 2. Swings and misses for strike 1. He tried to use the aluminum power and got burnt. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swings and misses for strike 2. 0-2 is Tony. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Tony fouls it straight back to the fence. And the count holds at 0-2. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. Fouls it away again. And we'll do this again. The 0-2. Swung and fouled again. So Tony, once again, battling. He did it last episode and didn't get rewarded. He's doing it now as he fouls off another pitch. Oh, 2 pitch. Looked out for ball 1. Count goes to 1-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. 7-0 Monsters. And he looks at ball 2. Right there, close to the edge, just inside. Count is even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. And Tony swings and misses for strike 3. So a good battle goes to the pitcher again. As we head to the top of the 5th, and Holly Franklin, the first baseman, swung on and missed. Again, she started the day as the pitcher, couldn't get out of the first inning, and moved to first. The spitball, Holly pops it up, and it's heading foul and lands foul by a ball. So the gutsy play pays off for the Monsters as Holly swings and misses and strikes out. So that could have been trouble for the Monsters. Instead, it's 1 down, and Wally Evans swings and misses. Kenny now has 5 strikeouts on the day. And here's the 0-1 swung on and missed by Wally Evans. Top of the 5th. Here's the 0-2 with the left hook. Popped up. Stephanie back on it. Camped under it. And makes the catch for out number 2. Veronica Lee, now the batter. Looks at ball 1. Again, I don't know if I was able to say it, but she is a .235 hitter on the season. Fouls it away, and the count is 1-1. Monsters need something to go their way. The 1-1 fouled away, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And down goes the Bombers. 1, 2, 3. And now Jocinda Smith. 1 for 2 today. A .553 hitter. She has a double on her record for the day. Bottom 5. Looking to add on to the 7-0 lead. Looks at ball 1. She might do the aluminum power, but with nobody on. Don't want to chance it when she has home run power by herself. Speaking of home run power, it's not going to get out, but puts the center fielder on the move. One hops the fence. And what I've noticed with all the people that I've said have power, if they don't leave the yard, it one hops the fence about 50% of the time. And now here's Kenny. He's looking for a first home run of the season. Uses the aluminum power, and that is get out the tape measure. Long gone. 9-0 now the score for the Monsters, not the Bombers. And Amir Khan up to bat now. He's 1 for 3 for the day. Looks at the ball high and inside. Wally Evans going off of 3 1/3 innings pitched at 47 pitches. 4 punchies. Here's the 2-0. Down low for ball 3. And Amir, looking to do damage here, is going to look at ball 4. So he draws a 4-pitch walk. And now Pete Wheeler will step up to bat. Pete is 2 for 3 on the day. Has a double and a single. And somebody who has scary power. Fly ball. Going to stay in the yard. Or will it? It will. It bounces off the center fielder's head. She makes a good throw in and holds everybody to a single bag. Runners on first and second for Ahmed Khan. He is a home run away from the cycle. Not going to get that. He lines right to the shortstop. Double play. The Khan brothers are out. And now it's 2 outs for Pablo Sanchez. Again, 2 outs on the Monsters. What's a better combo? Well, not anything there as he laces it right to the second baseman for out number 3. Top of the 6th. Miko Aduchi, the shortstop, looks at strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Laced down the line, fair. And Pablo picks it up, throws it to Ahmed, who can't get there, and it stops right on the dirt path. Ahmed throws it to second in time for out number 1. On the dirt path of being out of play or no. And it is ruled not out of play, and Molly May swings and misses for strike 1. Top of the 6th. 9-0 Monsters. Looks at ball 1, and it's quickly 1-1. Here's the 1-1. May laces it, and Stephanie on the 1 hop throws it to Ahmed in time for out number 2. And once again, Murray Goldman steps up to bat, 354 hitter. He hits this well. Jocinda out, Keisha in, bounces, and it is not in time. He's going to round first, head to second, slips to Ahmed. He mishandles it, and Murray is safe. Amir throws it to Ahmed. We're going to try to cheese it. See if we can. Stephanie to Pete to Amir. Nope. So that is how the Bombers get their first hit. Ahmed not paying attention. Nancy Chin on the next pitch, grounds it. Mir launches it to his brother for out number 3. And that's how the game's going to end. Monsters win this game 9-0. Again, great performance by the Monsters. Yeah, so Amir goes 1 for 3 on the day. Pete goes 3 for 4. Ahmed 3 for 4. Pablo 2 for 4. Keisha 2 for 3. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of the league. The Wombats beat the Rockets 5-4. The Hornets lose to the Giants 3-0 at the end of the 6th. And the Sox beat the Melonheads. So, As we look at the second to last game of the season, the Rockets and the Melonheads are tied at 2-11. We're sitting at 13-0. That's going to do it for this week's episode, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one.